Well, the supernatural Western Wynonna Earp is back for season 2, and this time you can catch it on Space.
Did Boba do something to you?
Don't deflect. I hate it when you do that. Wynonna, listen, 24 hours ago, you shot our sister.
Yeah, it sucked.
She sucked.
Hey, not helping.
Well, the original Canadian series is filmed in Calgary, and it stars Melanie Scrofano, and she is with us in studio this morning. We've got a preview of the next season. So excited to have you with us, Melanie.
I'm so excited to be here.
Oh, so we're trying to gauge from that clip, like, what is this show about? There is murder within a family, but give us the broad, like, 30,000-foot view of what the show is about.
I like when you say 30,000 foot because then it really takes the pressure off. So Wynonna Earp is a supernatural Western about Wyatt Earp's great-great-granddaughter who has to come back and save the world from demons.
So, I mean, I don't know how to ask this question without asking the question. Give us a sneak peek of what's coming in season 2, if you can then give us a little retrospective at where season 1 ending into season 2.
So season 1 ends on a low point for Wynonna. She has to do something that basically shatters her, so that starting season 2, she's already really low, and things only get harder for her.
Okay, it only gets harder in season 2.
Yeah,
okay.
She has to do taxes. It's the worst.
There it is. Well, we mentioned off the top that the show is filmed in Calgary. So, listen, when I think of Calgary and I think of like the ultimate Western city, does that help for you as an actress in terms of filming and getting into the mood?
You have to do nothing. You show up and you look around, and I'm completely honest. Yeah, it does all your work for you. It's look at that.
It's just beautiful.
Yeah, and that doesn't do it justice. We get to shoot guns. Come on.
That's real, like that's, you know, and as we're looking at particularly the guns there, and even in these stills, we talk a lot about the lack of strong female leads on the big screen, on the little screen in particular. What does this mean to you about being a strong female lead on the small screen? Does this mean things are slowly changing in the industry?
I think so. I think this was, for me, one of the first times, even for the audition, I got to just be very dynamic. I got to be vulnerable, but still kick butt. And I got to be funny, but also dramatic. And I think that that's a truer sense of women everywhere. So that I didn't just, I wore a push-up bra to the audition, but I also got to be all of these things. And I think that honors women better than just showing up and just being, the one thing that none of us are.
We're complex. We're not just one-dimensional.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So the show is based on a comic book by Bo Smith. You actually co-authored an issue with him, which is like the coolest thing. Two issues with him. Yeah. So take us through that experience and how that informs you then in your role on the show.
Well, when you're, as an actor, you just sort of like, I probably can't say it here, but you BS my stuff, right? Like, so when you read the script, you're just like, blah, 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 me. When you're writing a comic book, you have to look at it from the full story and from what you might be thinking and what he might be thinking. And so it makes you really appreciate the whole thing a lot more. I think it made me a better actor.
Well, we're so excited, at least, that we're going to be having it on Space in this country as well. Melanie, this has been an absolute pleasure, and best of luck into season 2.
Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you. All right, we want to remind you that season 2 of Wynonna Earp, it premieres June 9th on Space. Make sure to check it out. We'll be right back after this.